A military coup also occurred in Myanmar. On February 1st, 2021, tanks rolled into Naypyidaw to announce the National League for Democracy, NLD, government's removal. The military, under the leadership of Min Aung Hlaing, took over the government and put Aung San Suu Kyi and several other prominent NLD leaders under house arrest. While the military was cracking down on popular resistance and the civil disobedience movement, wide-ranging rumors spread online about Beijing's support of the military takeover. For example, rumors included how a Myanmar Air International flight arriving at Yangon Airport from Kunming was in fact carrying Chinese military equipment. And pictures were circulating about white-skinned, slant-eyed soldiers, presumably more Chinese-looking, who were patrolling the streets in Yangon. Both were used as evidence of Chinese military support for the junta. Moreover, an online story about a group of Chinese nationals checking into the Pan-Pacific Hotel in Yangon immediately portrayed them as spies. In the coup's early days, the international media seemed to be fixated on China and its role in the military takeover in Myanmar. Indeed, China has been featured prominently in recent literature on authoritarian resilience around the world, where democracy seems to be in retreat while authoritarian governments have expanded their influence. When people are trying to figure out why this trend is happening, many have pointed the finger at the Chinese government under the CCP's leadership. Specifically in Southeast Asia, as the region most economically intertwined with China and geographically proximate, a long list of allegations has emerged on how China has influenced the persistence of authoritarianism in the region. Significant evidence supports such allegations. In Myanmar, China has provided diplomatic shelter to the military government from international censure. Particularly sensitive to the West's use of human rights violations to push for regime changes, Beijing has consistently emphasized non-interference in domestic politics to protect the military junta in various international forums, but particularly the United Nations. Beijing has also been generously providing aid and investment to countries without any strings attached to the receiving country's domestic governance. One example is Cambodia, in which Hun Sen's authoritarian government has boosted its ruling legitimacy through many of China's development projects. However, Beijing's explicit support for authoritarian governments in the region should also be contextualized. In addition to supporting Myanmar's military junta, Beijing also shielded Myanmar's democratically elected government under Aung San Suu Kyi when it was under international pressure during the Rohingya crisis since 2015. In Thailand, China seems to have equally good relations with both the military government under Prayuth and the democratically elected Shinawats. However, it is an exaggeration to claim that China aims to prop up authoritarian governments and defeat democracies whenever it can.